Broadcasting live from an Airstream somewhere in Tornado Alley, bringing you the people, places, and stories from the Panhandle to the Red River. This is your Only in Oklahoma show.
Yo, 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 welcome to the show. We're off to McLean County for a blood-curdling run-through at Newcastle Nightmares in Newcastle. But first, we're going to do a rundown of our top picks for the weekend. All we can say is grab your boomsticks and hail to the king, baby.
That's right.
I'm Harley.
I'm Brett. Welcome back again.
Again.
Has it been 31 days yet? I'm having flashbacks, man.
Yes, we have been very active, and not just with the show.
But life has been...
There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Like real-world problems going on. You said earlier, you jokingly said earlier, it's going to be the only in... What'd you say? Not the only in OK show, but the...
Occasionally in Oklahoma show.
Occasionally in Oklahoma show, as you're headed out the door to do another family activity. But we're here.
Yes, we are.
And we're going to talk about activities for your family that we don't have time to do.
Do we want to talk about my activities for the evening?
I mean, you can. Yeah. You played kickball. Tell me about it.
I did not play kickball.
Okay, you didn't play kickball.
I watched people play kickball.
Did it feel like school again where you're like, were you the last one picked or you had to sit on the sidelines?
So at my day job.
Your day job, your real job.
We had a kickball tournament that ended in like a playoff.
Yeah, but it looked like a kickball tournament that ended in a petting zoo from the pictures you showed me.
It was a big activity. They had a petting zoo. They had a hula hoop contest.
They had trust falls.
We had caricatures done.
I saw those.
Did you see that I kind of look like 1970s Santa Claus?
You did. You were in full dad mode, though.
Yeah, I wasn't a super fan of the caricature, and it was a super long line.
And it looked like the ink was running out a little bit, but I can tell it's you. The beard was white. That's all I know. The beard was white.
That's not cool.
I can't help it, man.
Well, we have a long list of activities.
These are our picks.
Our picks for this weekend coming up right after this.
All right, 6 goes into 7. 1 is... God, I'm so frustrated. I'm scared to death. I'm an independent contractor, and I don't want to get punched in the jimmy by the IRS.
Brett, why don't you give our buddy Justin over at the Holiday Tax Group a call? One of their specialties is tax preparation and planning. And then on top of that, if you have a run-in with the IRS, they're going to have your back.
Perfect. But how do I find them?
You can reach them at holidaytaxgroup.com. And if the independent contractor thing works out for you, they also do estate planning. So they got you back on that one as well.
Oh, thank goodness. Thanks for the advice. That's holidaytaxgroup.com. Holiday with 2 L's. All right, we got people. We got you in the metro. We got you. I mean, you're headed. You're all over the place this weekend.
No, we're gonna start in Veneta.
Veneta, yeah.
Dude, come on, Veneta.
Yeah.
For starters, I love the name of the town, Veneta.
I do too.
But they have the Veneta Oktoberfest.
Mm-hmm.
Which is apparently at the Holy Ghost Catholic Church.
Careful now. I was once Catholic.
I know, but this close to Halloween, you say holy, you say ghost.
And holy?
No, you say ghost in any event. And
right, it incites terror.
Maybe.
Not here, though.
So this is October 12th. It's all day starting at 9 a.m. Now, the weather this weekend, what are you thinking?
I think, well, I was kind of taking a look at it. I was like, what's it going to be like up there? Sunny, a little bit chilly, lows in the 30s, highs in the 60s. It's that time of year.
No.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking you need to do a retake on your weather.
Why?
Come on.
We
live in Oklahoma, dude.
I gave you the weather.
But we live in Oklahoma. We live in the base camp, the mecca for all meteorologists.
You're right.
This is it's going to be a little chilly.
Okay. What do you want me to do? You want me to radio it up, or you want me to just say, hey, if weather in Oklahoma, if you don't like it, just wait a minute. Is that what you want me to do? They know that already.
No, I'm thinking Mike Morgan might accidentally hear this show and just be ashamed that you're from Oklahoma.
I don't have a green screen to point at and a funky, fancy tie to wear.
You think Mike Morgan needs the green screen and the tie? You don't think he could just get on?
Okay. So I'll try it again. Ready?
From the top.
from the top. Looks like it's going to be sunny, chilly, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-30s and upper 60s for highs. So take you a light jacket and be ready. It's going to be a chilly start out there, folks.
All right, so the Veneta Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Talking live music, tons of delicious food. Okay, we could stop right there.
Now, wait. If I listed all of the food, they're going to have everything from Mexican, Italian, fair food, German food, obviously. I can't list it all. So a ton of food is pretty accurate. I think you could probably gather a ton of food at this Oktoberfest. I'm just saying.
What kind of activities for the children do we have?
Well, we've got pony rides. You like a pony ride?
I don't know that there are very many ponies that can support me.
But here's the best part.
Okay, let's hear it.
Beer, more beer. Now, if it's Catholic, I'll tell you this much. Catholics know how to roll it out. We drink on Saturday, Sunday. We do it right. But it's going to be, it's a beer fest down there. They're going to have a raffle. You can win a Keurig, gift cards, all kind. I mean, it's just that. I kind of feel like that's where we should be, but we'll be too busy doing this.
So what's up next on our list then?
Next on our list, we're headed down to Sauced in the Paseo. They're having their yearly Sauced Fest.
So I'm assuming by Sauced Fest, this is pizza related. Like all the sauces.
And all the, if you drink a lot of drinks, you're sauced. But yes, the pizza is the cornerstone of the Sauced Festival. There's going to be pizza, craft beers. Obviously, it's pet friendly because they do a lot of things that are open air down there. 30 of Oklahoma's best local bands. It's going on, I think it starts on Friday. Yeah, it starts on Friday at about 4 o'clock and ends on Sunday, I think, around 6.
Awesome.
Yeah. So if you're in the Paseo and you don't know already, then you've been living under a rock in Midtown. Just saying.
Okay. Next up on my list, something I like doing with the kids, Oklahoma River cruises.
Those are cool. I've never done it.
They are doing something a little bit special this weekend though.
Okay.
They're doing Oklahoma River Cruises presents Haunt the River. That's October 11th. And that does extend all the way out until the 26th of October.
Right, but the premiere, their maiden voyage is this weekend.
What can you expect on Haunted River Cruise, Brett?
Well, probably some hors d'oeuvres, some haunted tunes, probably.
Are we talking like Monster Mash?
Monster Mash. You could probably get Monster Smashed because it is 21 and over, or as Freddy Krueger would say, 21 and overboard. No. No,
I liked your Mike Morgan better.
Did you really? But yes, it's they're drawing a hard line. No fake IDs.
They are also having a costume contest.
Yes.
So I'm thinking the fake ID thing might play. I mean, if you're good at costumes,
I would. I think I would pass for 21 right now.
Nobody's gonna card Santa Claus.
No.
I'm just saying, if you go dressed up as Santa Claus.
Okay, the other night when we went out to a Big Bag Daddy's Burger place in Norman.
Yes.
I got carded.
Yeah, I
was it a charity card?
I didn't get carded, but I'll tell you why. I ordered an iced tea.
Right, that's because your iced tea wasn't from Long Island. That's why you didn't get carded.
All right, so next up then we've got Wizarding World of Tiger Safari in Tuttle, Oklahoma.
Now, if you're not familiar with Tiger Safari, remember a few years ago when they had a tornado and the tigers got out and then they had that big Tiger-nado 2000, I don't know what it was, 2013 or something like that. You remember that?
Yes, I do, but I'm confused just a bit.
Why?
Because the name of the activity is Wizarding World of Tiger Safari. Are we expecting Dementors to keep the tigers in place?
Here we go. I knew it. When I put this on the list, I was like, I will be prepared not to speak a lot because I know that you were learned in the ways of Hogwarts. You are, I don't know, an apprentice of wizarding, the wizarding world.
I have kids that like it. I'm sorry.
You do. You have kids and you've seen the movies a gajillion times. But the cool thing is you get to have photo ops with real eagle owls.
Those things are awesome. We've seen them in the wild.
We have.
They are ridiculously
foreboding.
Those things look like they will eat your face.
Yeah, it's like a griffin. I would think it was a griffin if I wasn't just completely dialed in. But the cool thing is they're going to do green screen events where you can have photo ops with Hogwarts in the background. You can come costumed if you'd like.
So I could come dressed as
Snape. No.
Severus Snape?
Nah, you're more you're growing into the Dumbledore.
Dude, that's harsh.
No, dude. I mean, it's your beard. It's all in the beard.
I don't have a wizard beard.
But here's the thing. The Dumbledore, it's kind of like the Batman. If you've got a chin for the mask, it doesn't matter what's underneath. You've got the beard for you're a wizard. You're a young Dumbledore, like fresh out of grad school.
I'm only 140. Shut up.
Right, but hay rides, pumpkin patches, I mean, a lot of it's your typical fall festivities.
They
but
do have something cool, though. They have a new reptile house.
I loves a reptile. You don't like
Is it called the Slytherin house?
Oh, well done.
Okay.
I have a little bit more gravitas towards the house Slytherin myself. So,
all right, so then the last thing on our list for this weekend is Brett's favorite, and probably mine too.
I think so. It's leads the pack. The Evil Dead musical is going to the Pollard Theater in Guthrie. I know I kind of feel like Guthrie is the satellite office to the podcast, but I couldn't resist it.
I think Guthrie may be our spirit animal.
I think so, but I couldn't. I mean, you cannot resist.
No. It starts opening this Friday
Absolutely.
at 8 p.m.
And they've got shows kind of staggered out throughout the month. It's actually ending. Their last show is going to be on Halloween, which I think is on a Thursday. But most shows are typically going to be Friday and Saturday between now and then. But they do issue a warning. If you sit in the first two rows, you will be covered in blood. Now, the blood is washable, but it is considered the splash zone. To me, that's
edible, though.
I don't know. To me, that's the place to be. Like, if you're in the back row, you're a wuss. Soak me in blood, but they consider C and D to kind of be the buffer zone, and then anything farther back than that, I just don't feel like you're getting the whole experience. It's like going to a 3D movie and not wearing the glasses.
I would agree. Now, this one is a little higher than normal cost as far as things that we normally cover.
Right.
$30 a ticket, but if you're a fan of the Evil Dead movies, I think it's more than worth it.
It's a rare occurrence that you get something like this.
Absolutely.
I mean, in this neck of the woods. But yeah, $30, not a bad ticket. And also we'll put the links to all your stub hubs so you can get tickets to those events on the show notes.
Absolutely.
Well, the nightmare continues. We're headed to McLean County to encounter another haunt, another reason why I don't leave the house after dark coming up. Okay, before we go any further, where'd you get that shirt?
You mean this custom-designed Only in OK shirt?
Dude, the podcast is 17 seconds old.
The guys over at Master Threads printed them up for us.
Well, apparently not us. I don't have a Only in Oklahoma shirt.
Oh, did you not get yours?
Oh, and apparently a hat as well, embroidered? How is this even possible?
Brett, I'm just going to say that Master Threads is an Oklahoma-based company specializing in professional graphic design and embroidery.
And apparently lightning fast turnaround?
Absolutely. So they had made shirts for us in the past, back in the days when we were only internationally award-winning podcasters.
Mm-hmm.
They nailed that order too.
Well, apparently I'll have to call Jeff and the team at Master Threads myself to make it happen. But if you need local products from a local company you can trust, check out Master Threads at masterthreads.us.
That's masterthreads.us.
Master Threads. Hey, if you've ever wanted to be entangled in a widow's web, pitch a tent in the camp of carnage, or would you rather pay the ultimate price? Well, here to tell us specifically where the emergency exit is, especially for me, is the owner of the Newcastle Nightmare, Dan Schultz. Dan, welcome to the show.
Hey.
So, tell me, Dan, you're in the scare business. Why do people want to get scared on purpose? I'm asking for a friend.
I think it comes down to just the entertainment value of it.
Well, in terms of entertainment, we've talked to a lot of haunted houses, especially this time of year. Where do you draw inspiration specifically from any one thing or genres?
I'm about to say I wouldn't say specifically any one thing. I draw inspiration from everything from TV, movies, to just cryptids, urban legends, just about anything that could apply anywhere, really.
Are there anything specifically that you can share that people would recognize right away if they're not running for their lives and have time to actually look?
I don't know that we have anything that would be specific. Everything we have out there is kind of like an original creation.
I love that idea.
With like original characters and everything like that.
So, Dan, what can we expect overall? Is this kid-friendly, or should we leave the kids at home? Give us an idea.
We've had kids through as young as 7 years old that have come through, laughing the entire way, and we've had adults that have wet their pants by the end of it. So I think it really just depends on the person themselves.
So by that, I probably lean more towards the wet your pants. Do you have the adult changing tables on premises, or do we have to go down to the Brahms in Tri-City?
I mean, we have the porta toilets and some hand sanitizer, but if it's too big of a mess, there is a couple nearby gas stations.
Right, buyer beware.
So, Dan, when do you kick off, or have you already, and how long are you open? Like through what days?
We have kicked off already, and we're open every Friday and Saturday through October.
So how do we find you? Can we purchase tickets online? I think it's all pretty cut and dried. I mean, in this age, it's not hard to find folks. But is there any specific ways that we need to be trying to get those tickets?
If people would like, we do have our tickets available at Ticketstorm, but we also, our ticket window opens at 7:30 every night that we're open.
And then the last question, because a lot of the haunts that we're talking to, because of where Halloween falls, are kind of extending your stay. Will you be open through the 1st of November, or is Halloween the cutoff?
Halloween is our cutoff.
Dan, do you have a Facebook or a website or something like that where we can direct people?
Yeah, we have NewcastleNightmare.net, and also you can find Newcastle Nightmare on Facebook as well.
Perfect.
Well, Dan, I appreciate you coming on the show. I think the main purpose for us is not necessarily to get the pants scared off of us, but it's something you're doing for the community. It's local, and it welcomes family. And you know what I mean? I hate to say it and sound cheesy when we're talking about, ghosts and goblins, but I think that's really what the main draw is for us, is that it brings not only your community together, but it draws people from other communities that are really kind of haunted house groupies. So, yeah, you got to get that going out there for sure.
Well, Dan, we really appreciate you coming on the show today.
All right. Thanks again, Dan.
Thank you.
All right.
I got to give it up to the guy. He gave us an interview on his lunch break. I give it up to you, but he also takes pride in his work as well.
And it's important for you, Brett, to know that he does have porta potties on site.
Right.
And I think it's cool that it's kid friendly, or, I mean,
a 7-year-old, but 7-year-olds now, I think when I was 7, I was a chicken shit, dude. 7-year-olds see too much now.
You were a chicken when you were 37.
I was a chicken 30 minutes ago when I was home by myself. Welcome back. But yeah, I like that. Again, it's another, community thing that kind of brings everybody together. Plus, he uses original ideas that are inspired by other things. I mean, it's not just a cookie cutter haunted house.
Absolutely. I think it's super important to support this type of organization. And speaking of support, I really do feel we might just take a couple of seconds here and say, if you like what we've been doing here on the OnlyinOKShow, go out and share the show. Do it on Facebook or Twitter, or just tell a friend to listen to the show.
Tell your grandma there's these sweet boys from Oklahoma.
Don't tell her. Just take her phone from her.
And force her to do it. No, don't do it. Don't force her. Okay.
Dude, it's that time of year.
You take issue? I thought you were taking issue with it.
This is the Halloween drive.
Right.
We need to up our listenership for our kickoff month.
And our body count.
So take your grandma's phone, subscribe her to the show,
right?
Set it up for auto download, and make sure that she's got a set of headphones around.
Here's the thing. We would say grandpas, but grandmas love us. We tend to be more popular with grandmas, I think, because we look like grandpas. Well, it's been the OnlyinOK show. Join the conversation. Join the revolution. I'm Brett.
And I'm Harley.